waiting for you to call.
Alright, hello guys, and I'm going to show you a tutorial on how I made the socks for the claw. This could work for any suit, even like wolf, like what I'm doing. I will be making Kiba because I redesigned them, so I made some rad awesome things that I wanted to do, and one of the things was to make this sock for his claw. So you see here and here as well throughout the whole thing. So I'm going to show you guys how I did that, since I didn't really actually saw any tutorials on this, how to make up and come up with my own, so I'm willing to share with you guys. So here is the claw. It's already stuffed. I already close up the back. It doesn't have to be perfect since it's gonna go inside, and no one isn't gonna realize that. I won't say it won't be a bad stitch. You just want to close it, keep the stuffing in. So here's your claw, and for the fabric, it can be I say this fabric is at least 3 inches wide. Okay, I have this a bit too long, across, but it at least be 3 inches wide, so that way you won't cover the whole entire claw. You only want to cover the back from here to here, at least halfway the claw. So we have this, or you can use anything. I like stretchy fabric. It makes you feel like that he has skin there like a regular animal. So stretchy fabric works best for me. And it can be in any color, it doesn't matter really. It can be also a different material, whatever you use. I never try vinyl, anything really. I usually stick with polyester stuff. It's a piece of fur. So have something like this that's at least 3 inches wide, across. Now the length of it doesn't really matter. Just want to make sure it's long enough so that when you put it over his claw, you still have enough space to do so, and you don't want to run out of the fabric as you try to make this sheath. So just make sure it's 3 inches wide. It can be a bit longer than when you wrap around the claw. You still have some extras. You can be safe on the safe side. You won't be too short or anything. So you have something like this, and you have your claw, and you have your needle. So a small needle will work when it comes to something stretchy like this, So small needles work. So you're going to take your claw, and you're going to take your fabric, which again can be as long as it can be, not too long, but long enough so that when you wrap it around, you still have some excess left, so you won't feel like you're running out. And it's 3 inches wide at least. And then what you're going to do, you're going to take this fabric, and then you're going to fold it over like this. So you have something like this, and fold over. What we're trying to do is to hide this edge where I cut, and we're trying to hide the edge along here too, as well as this. So this will be trimmed off as I stitch it on. So we're gonna do now, after folding it like this, you gotta make sure that all the edges are facing this way. This way is where you're gonna sew it. When you sew the claw on, you won't see these. This I can show you how to hide it in a moment. So you're gonna take it, and then you're gonna fold it over. Fold it over like this. So you see it's getting somewhere now, but you see you gotta cut the excess fabric off. This is fine, I can just sew this on. Sew this on. So, you know, you have half the claw poking out. Like, sometimes you can change it up, like how I did. You know, I put it shorter. Sometimes I try to keep it consistent throughout. But if it looks slightly different, that doesn't matter. All animals are not perfect in their way, so they always have something on them differently. So if you feel like it's too much of this extra skin, you just always put it over like that. So you have something like this, and there's a backing here. You want to cover that. So what I do at this point, I hold it still like this. Trying to check something. Okay. I don't think I had to cut this, but let me check something. Okay, I'm just checking on my other claws to make sure I get this right. So you have something like this, excess, you know, stuff, and you have where the self is. You want it where it stops. You know, you don't want it too, you know, long. So now you're going to take your needle, and you're going to take your needle, and you're going to go through the claw bit, and then go through the other side. And then you're gonna do it again. You're gonna take it. I don't know if you can see that, but you're gonna take it and go through the claw itself, and then go through the other side of the fabric. And then you're gonna keep doing that for a while. Okay. Just make sure when you pass through, you're also going through the claw itself too. Not too much inwards, but just want to make sure you go through the claw as well, so that way this can also sew on the claw itself. Now, you just do the quick, you know, whip stitch. It doesn't matter. It's gonna be hidden in the paw itself when you're done with it, like, you know. So, and then you're also gonna just sew it again, but this time attached to the paw, and it actually keep it strong in there. So I don't think this is gonna be weak. I had to sew it this way, and I had to attach it onto the fur again, so I ended up sewing it for the second time, so it's kind of strong. So this you want to hide, and this you want to trim. So I might run out of string at this point, so bear with me if I had to get some string. So what I'm gonna do I'm gonna measure it, you know, just a little closer to the claw itself, so it's not gonna be, you know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut very close to the claw. So now, this is why I like it when it's stretchy. The fabric stretchy, so I'm able to still have some length, you know, so I didn't mind cutting close to the claw. I'm gonna cut this edge here since that's by the bolt cut, so. And again, the fabric is stretchy, so it doesn't matter. It may look like it won't cover it, but after a while stitching, it's gonna stay. So I'm now gonna close it up now. So I'm going to take my ladder stitch to close it up. So I basically just taking my needle, if you can see that, and actually just going back down like that. Then I do the same thing on this side. Okay, I think trying to get it to focus so you can see. Okay, so you take your needle and then you go in. And then you just pull, you bring it close together. Trying to get this tight. Yes. And I guess you can just close that, going back to from the ladder stitch to the whip stitch. Maybe it's a bit too much fabric. Alright, so hold on, you couldn't focus. Okay, so let me get this needle if I lose it. So I might use a little bit maybe too much fabric at the ends, but again, you know, you're not a robot, can't really be the same to everything. But look how nice it is. See, look. It's like pulling skin. Because in the animal claw, you have a claw, then you have this. And I don't think I ever, like what I'm doing right now, I don't think I ever seen an animal have this self peel like that, but I thought it'd be fun to do that way. But this is one method I thought of, and that's how I got Kiba's claws like that. If you want to try it out, then good, you know. So that's the tutorial on how I make the claw stuff, and I mean you can play around with it and everything. almost like the real skin of the claw itself. So thanks for watching my tutorial, and thank you much.